There's not even a single facet of life, a single facet of work, single facet of thinking where human beings cannot go on to reflect and manifest their integrity. Integrity is all about what you are, what you think, what you say, what you work, how is it that you're going to act. They all are in congruence with each other. So, consequently, even with respect to certain type of intellectual concepts, capitalism, socialism, there is always an inbuilt integrity into it. How is it that you're going to see it? What exactly is the concept? And how is it that you go on to see the concept? In which manner is it that you're going to see it? In which manner is it that you're going to interpret it, despite the fact that it is always going to be interpretable? Capitalism can be crony capitalism, or capitalism cannot go on to be crony capitalism. It all depends on this facet of integrity. In a development-oriented economy, everything translates into building trust and faith, and that includes respectability, popularity, intellect, knowledge, creativity, empathy, simplicity, and everything is humane. Respectability is humane. Popularity, if it is organic, is humane. Intellect, if it is a sound, unbiased, is humane. Knowledge is always humane. Empathy is, there is no doubt about it. And it all translates into simplicity, which is the most superior achievement a mankind can go on to have or think of. But is this the same in this new globalized world? The so-called capitalist world, which has a different setup, with a different type of intent and with a different type of a purpose, both for the people who are going to be a part of it and the people who are going to be running it as well. In this globalized world, in a system of crony capitalism, people who can masquerade, people who can evade, people who can create an agenda, such as masquerading knowledge for a selective, incomplete, and half information, are able to create a brand, provided they reach the people in a manner that people half-baked information desires or demands. That is, all the people who have a half-baked knowledge, they're always satisfied but satiated by a half-baked information. That is the basic reason that you find it on internet. Quality content is not consumed. The content that is going to be consumed is all third-grade material. If you are producing a quality content, you will be the last one to have a like or even a subscription. And this is the reason. Traders, public relations experts, daily wage coaches masquerade as teachers. Butchers masquerade as doctors. Of course, not all of them. Reformers masquerade as babas. Manipulators masquerade as leaders. And secularists, they masquerade for a hardcore religious driven agenda. The entire process in this case converges towards who is able to cheat and to what extent they are able to cheat and in how many ways one can cheat and dupe. This duping can be either by advertisement, or it can be by perception management, or by people surrounding them who rally around with an intent and with an agenda, and that is not generally understood by the majority of the people. In crony capitalism, intelligence is substituted for cunningness. So if you are cunning, you are considered to be intelligent, whereas both of them are not synonymous. And imitation is substituted for innovation. If you are able to imitate, and the person who has innovated is not able to reach the market, you just have to reach the so-called market, you will go on to beat him or her. Dead end, completely. And there is a complete lack of emotional differentiation among the people. That means that people are not able to understand the difference that exists between right and wrong, good or bad, truth and false, between what is genuine and what is a facade. And everyone is trained to think. Trained to think. That means they don't go on to think in the manner they should be thinking. The process of logicking out certain things are completely absent. They are trained to think. They are programmed to think that their perception is correct. The way they are programmed is they will always going to feel that their perception is correct and that their knowledge is full and that they are justified for whatever. This makes this world a deadly place for discord, and this place is for a deadly discord as well. Most of the people who live in this murky chronic capitalism are consumers of products, consumers of so-called information, which they consider as knowledge or even content. They live in a world happily thinking that consumers are the king, whereas the consumers are befooled every moment, 24/7, and their decisions are not in their hand. They are not controlled every time by themselves, but controlled by someone else, and they are being controlled 24/7. Their actions, mindset, thinking image is determined by chronism. Either they become part of it or make others a part of it. But isn't it that once the whole murky world of chronic capitalism and its effect is accepted by the influenced person, or better still, by the infected person, infested person, even better, it will be integrity. That means the moment I am able to accept that, well, I have been an affected person, I'm influenced, I have been infested by that, it will be integrity. Largely because a mere acceptance of the truth of the reality will be integrity. And once it is going to be, it will pave way for preventing this generation and consequently its reform.